And in 3, 2, 1, Reefscape.
In a match featuring your first and seventh ranked teams at the moment, we should see lots of great work during autonomous. 15-01, usually a high performer. They're able to place a coral at the top, but they're waiting potentially for their next command from their driver station. 16-21, sitting pretty just shy of placing a coral in that first station. 49-26, Black Tech properly placing one at the top, but one in the deck and ready for as we enter the teleoperator period. The remainder 2 minutes, 50 seconds, completely teleoperated, human controlled. Players controlling the robots of their team built over the past 6 weeks. 15-01, Team Thrust proudly placing a coral at the top of their coral reef. All teams haven't touched any of the game pieces. 49-26 changing that fact, knocking away and preparing those reefs. There's algae, those spherical teals, to be prepared for the rest of the event. 67-21, Tinley Trailblazers wrecking against their human player coral station, trying to get additional game pieces into the field of play so they can place them proudly all over the field. 447 Team Roboto, known for their algae intake and then placing it directly in the barge. They could get additional points for scoring it in the processor. However, by doing so, they pass that algae over to their opponent team, which gets an opportunity to score it in the barge. So it's a net positive, they just score it directly in the barge themselves. Taking a look at 28-67, that's the Elk Logics. The robot's name is Nightmare. They've been diligently hard at work placing coral on that L3 level, worth 4 points for each of those in teleoperated period. Scores 71-34 in favor of your Blue Alliance. Red Alliance not to be outdone, proudly working on their side of the field. The teal already working on their coral station, filling up their L1 level. Points only were 2 down there, but still making progress towards their opponent, their scores overall. 44-7 Team Roboto from Anderson, Indiana, just about done with clearing their reef of the algae. This is a good pairing for the Blue Alliance. It makes it a lot easier for their teammates to score on the reef once that algae is removed, especially for the L2 branch. As we continue in the match, time winding down, only about 30 seconds remaining. Blue just about crushing that 100 level, potentially going for a new high score at this event. We'll hear that sonar ping. There it is. Teams starting to make their way over to the cage. 15-01 already looks like they're off the ground. Team 447 potentially joining them shortly. They only need a couple of robots there to get that additional barge ranking point, but we still have plenty of time to change that to 39-36. That's still out and about. Robo Blitz potentially wanting to sneak in at the last minute. That's all we got for qualification match 58. Let us see how those scores total up. With a score of 106, not quite our event high score, but they're beating out the Red Alliance. They're going to take 4 ranking points there, 3 for winning, and both teams getting those points in autonomous for their hard work. Stick tight for qualification match 59.